Hey, how's it going there? Hope you're having a great day. So, I haven't just got, I got a boat and working on that, but I'm gonna need a trailer to pull it around. It's just a little 12-footer. So I figured if I do get a trailer, I need lights for it. So I got this kit. Let me show it to you. Here's the kit there. I guess I'll put a link to it below. But it's supposed to plug right in to my 91 Toyota pickup, and so I'm gonna see if I can install it and figure it out. I'm not quite sure how to route the wires, but you'll see why I got this kit here in a minute. So first thing I'm gonna do is take off these lights there. I'm just using a cordless drill with a Phillips screwdriver on it. I probably should not have taken the screws all the way up, but I don't know. You gotta watch out because the lens separates there. But the nice thing about this setup, it's supposed to just plug in the middle of the harness there. I don't know how I'm gonna route the wires though. Looks like there's a little hole down there. Let me get you a shot of that. Sorry about that. So down in here, the wires go out a little hole down there. You probably can't see it. So I probably need, oh, there, that fell off. So if it does fall off, it's just going to expose that. So just be careful so you don't break your light bulbs. This is how you change them too if you need to. So this part's going to be a little tricky because I got to make sure, show you what we're up against. It's got these connectors that go in line. That's pretty big. So I'm going to pause it and figure out how I'm going to route the wires. So I'll be right back. Okay, let me show you a couple of things. They give fairly nice instructions. They're not too bad. At least they're written in decent English. Comes with pictures and such. Basically, long story short, the yellow one is supposed to go on the left side, and they did say route it up through that hole down there. Hopefully it'll fit through there. And then the green one is supposed to go under the bumper up to this one. And then there's a white grounding wire, and that says to ground it to the frame or anywhere, you know, just ground it. This is the wire that hooks to the trailer, and this crazy warning sticker, it was bundled around all these wires. Now the instructions say just put the box underneath they call it a car, but underneath the vehicle. But the warning, they give you a warning sticker saying this really needs to be mounted in the interior of the vehicle. Well, this is not going to reach all the way up there. So I think that they just won't come clean that this is not meant to be put on the outside of the vehicle, I guess, which is kind of dumb. It wouldn't be hard to make this waterproof. So I don't know what all that nonsense is about. Sounds like they've been getting recalls or something. So that's a little disturbing. Do I need to build a box for this? I don't know. They should have just made it so it was waterproof, because that's where it's going to go. Even their instructions here say that. But you had to cut this off in order to get the wires unbundled. So I don't know what's up with that. They even give you double-sided sticky tape so you can stick it underneath there. Zip ties hook it to the bumper. So now that I know which one goes where. Basically, you can look at it as the shorter one's going to go on that side. The longer wire is going to go over there. Let me get under there. It's all wet out here. Let me get under there and see if I can fish the... See, here's what I was talking about. These, see how it's got an inline connector? I'm just going to disconnect this and put that in line there. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, good news. I had to climb under there. And there's a hole, but it's oblong shape. It's not this perfect circle. And I was able to push, that's the end of the new wire harness. So I went underneath there and pushed that through. Now what I'm going to do is just going to plug this in line here. There we go. So it's male and female, so it'll only go in one way. Alrighty. And I think I'm gonna ground it out. Hopefully it's safe to do this way. I'm gonna test it out before I go rigging it all up. I'll probably just, I'll look at the situation for the grounding, see if I find a nice grounding screw. But that was pretty easy to install. All I gotta do is route it through the bumper and do the same thing on the other side. But I want to test it out before I go doing all that. Alright, if you took your lens all apart, it can be kind of weird to put it back together. And somehow I lost one of my screws already. Hopefully it'll show up some time while I'm working on this. But so you got this little piece here. Maybe I do have this wrong. Okay, so if you look at the screws, these ones, if you put it like this, will sit back farther, so that's how you tell that goes here. And then this will only go in kind of one way. You can monkey around with it until you figure out the correct way. Let's see. There you go. So it'll only fit in one way. You can take your lens, cheat and look on the other side. The orange is on top, the brakes are on the bottom. Put this in. Start your screws. It'll help hold your lens on too. So you just don't want to stress anything. I'm gonna go around and just let's just see one of these, I guess, if I can zoom in. I'm just gonna line it up. It's not rocket science. But the extra wires make it stiff. It's really kind of fighting me. So that's the only thing is, I'm going to turn off the camera. You just don't want to force anything, especially when dealing with plastic, it'll snap. So it's going to take some rock, and maybe I should put this side in first and then the other side, but that's what I'm going to turn off the camera. I'll be right back. Okay, it's kind of dumb, but I just turned on my hazard lights. At least I know my blinkers and such work. Here's an old trick. Watch this. So, see, you can see the reflection in the window. I'm going to step on my brake lights and look at the reflection. So, I could see it. Hopefully you could. So at least I know my regular lights are going to hook up. It's kind of a pain to test out the... I'd have to use a voltmeter. I guess I should do that. But I'm pretty sure it's working right. Okay, I got it all in there. I'll try to show you this. So right now I got it coming out here. There's a little cutout right there. But I'd have to get like a plastic insert because you don't want this wire chafing on surfaces like that, or else you'll cut the wire when you're driving down the road. Well, I got that one in, all wired in, and now all I gotta do is hook up my ground point, and there's the module up there. So I don't know what that whole nonsense about trying to put that in the cab is. That just ain't gonna happen. And oh, here's the wire just kind of draped down here. All I gotta do is bundle that up and zip tie it up in here. But that's basically it. I'll have to get a voltmeter and actually test it, and I gotta just find a place to ground it. They give you a screw. They give you a screw in the kit here. If you have to, oh, it's a self-tapping screw. So that's an option. If I get lazy, maybe I'll just tap it in somewhere. Anyway, so that's basically it. My lights work, but I need to test out the actual connector. So let me figure that out. It's getting kind of cold and dark out, so I might call it a night. We'll pick it up. Okay, when you're down there working, you want to make sure you wear your safety glasses, because all that junk's going to fall on your face. Even with those glasses on, stuff is still getting a little bit in my eyes. So all they did is just not enough room down there for me to work and show you. There's a wire harness from your brake lights that runs all the way across there. I just took that wiring and zip tied it up with zip ties to that wire there. It's a pretty strong wire. The only thing I have, oh, and then there's beams down there you can see. I just took that self-tapping screw, and I think I used a 1/4 inch socket and a drill and just zapped that ground wire in there. And so here's, I thought there was a cover for this. I'll have to look for that, but if not, you should try to get a cover for this. And haven't decided how I want to do this to store this, so maybe I'll velcro it in or something, I don't know. That's the only thing. I would like to go out that hole in the middle there, but I'd have to come up with a plastic grommet so it doesn't chafe the wire. But it's pretty much done. I'm just gonna get a voltmeter and figure out which one the ground, well, the white one should be the ground. And so I'll put the 1 lead of the voltmeter there and put it on the other ones. And you should use an analog voltmeter though, because you can see the needle deflect, so a really cheap one. And then just like turn on my hazard lights or my blinker lights and make sure the wiring's working. That's how I'm going to test it out. They sell little testers that you could plug into here for like $5, but you'd only use it twice probably. So that's about it. I don't think there's anything else to tell about this, but hope this video helps somebody out there, and maybe if you'd like to give me a thumbs up, and you have a great day.